We welcome you to this part of the movies. In this part we see airspace in 1993. A new piece of technology called CRISPR was developed after conducting various experiments and then using these experiments. They were sent to the space station to be tested successfully. To complete this experiment, a rat was tested in the lab and this rat was replaced with CRISPR. But the experiment was not successful. The lady Dr. Kerry Atkins was the only surviving child. The doctor gets very scared after seeing all this mantra. Dr. Kerry Atkins calls her senior staff and tells about the current situation that all the people present here have been killed. On this, his senior doctor told him to bring the mutagen samples back with him and not to come back without them under any circumstances. Because these samples are very important, if anyone gets hold of them, there will be a lot of mess. Kerry now goes back to get the samples. As she moves forward, she can see the body parts of her teammates. She is horrified to see them. Kerry Atkins comes back in a panicked state and starts looking for the samples. She picks up a box and enters a cabin to inspect it. There is a box with a password on it and she opens it with her finger. And the mutagen samples are lying in them. Kerry Atkins picks up these samples in turn and puts them in the box. As soon as she picks up the 3 samples and puts them in the box, the emergency alarm goes off and a huge animal appears there. Kerry Atkins gets very scared and leaves the rest of the samples there and runs away. Inside, a fire breaks out and Kerry Atkins, protecting herself, comes to a section, locks herself in the cabin and locks the door. But the bloodthirsty beast continues to attack her. Kerry Atkins had very little time because the animal could break through the door at any time, and there could be an explosion at any time. So Kerry leaves the airspace. Kerry Atkins then takes a cold breath and watches the airspace being destroyed with her own eyes. This disturbs her greatly. After some time passes, she sees the mutagen patterns. The glass in the space begins to shatter, and Kerry's space explodes too, and she dies. And the artifacts crash into different parts of the city.